Aerial views of tropical blue waters with lush mountains. Text, St. Croix, USB. Aerial views of the island. A man walks in a field with a herd of sheep. A sign with palm trees in the background says University of the Virgin Islands. A man in a chef's uniform stands outside. Text, Chef Alex Askew, NNLM grant awardee.
Well, the Virgin Islands is an underserved community. It imports almost 98% of its food. They have food deserts and food swamps, and there are also diet-related illnesses that are present here.
A shopping cart sits under a tree in a parking lot. Views of a KFC restaurant and a rundown supermarket. A woman in an orange shirt with a UVI logo stands in a kitchen with people working behind her. Text, Sarah Dahl-Smith, 4-H Youth Development, University of the Virgin Islands.
The Virgin Islands has one of the highest morbidity rates for things that are really dietary associated. We have heart disease, obesity is a problem, diabetes is definitely a problem.
A bearded man stands outside. Text, Chef Ralph Motta, USBI Culinary Ambassador.
It's a beautiful place to live, but the cost of living is so extreme that the majority of the population lives in poverty. You just don't have a lot of communities that have access to healthy, green, fresh, organic vegetables.
Chef Alex and a farmer stand in a field. Chef Alex stands in front of a large classroom. Text, Mindful Eating for the Beloved Community, Virgin Islands.
Our grant submission was for mindful eating for the beloved community in the Virgin Islands. Food is absolutely medicine. So mindful eating is this concept of integrating mindfulness and healthy eating habits. So the activities planned this week, and the first one was to look at the agriculture and food system that was present, what things were working, what models could be scaled and replicated.
Aerial view of a herd of sheep grazing in a field. A man carries a basket of vegetables. A woman shops for fruit at a farm stand.
The second thing is we had a great opportunity to do a food education session and training with young kids that are being trained to be health ambassadors. And then lastly, we were able to actually share a mindful meal. We were able to get in the kitchen and cook.
Chef Alex and students prepare food in a large kitchen. A KitchenAid mixer blends ingredients. Chef Alex cuts red peppers on a cutting board. Chef Alex and other people serve food to a line of students from a long table. Students and other people sit at tables eating and talking.
And so we had this full, long activity of actually preparing the food and being able to work with the students and meeting them where they are, and also break bread and share this mindful meal together and talk about food in a very intentional way.
A man in a tan suit and glasses sits with a tropical beach in the background. Text, Isaac Cherry, NNLM Region 2 Grants Administrator.
We believe the young people can be the one that bring the information back to their home. Healthy eating doesn't mean expensive, and Chef Alex is here to provide a curriculum, how to preserve, how to conserve, how to better prepare, understand their food that will carry them on as they get older.
Chef Alex, wearing a chef's uniform holding a microphone, stands in front of a large classroom.
So it's our responsibility to let people know, hey sister, hey brother, you eat fried food every day? You know what? It's really not that great for you.
Our culture, which is so rich, all stemmed from these islands being part of the slave trade. And so here today, 200 years later, you've still got people creating those similar recipes that the slaves would develop at the end of the day after they pick up the scraps from the masters.
Pig's feet fry in a pan.
Understanding that you could pivot that into a more modern way of eating is very important, especially today.
Chef Alex and students prepare food in a large kitchen. He slices an eggplant on a cutting board. A student spoons batter into a muffin pan.
So to receive this NLM grant on a professional level, it meant that we were validated in this work. So we're hoping that not only this is a model, it's a sustainable and replicated model, and it will have impact for more and more years to come.
Aerial shots of the Virgin Islands. A blue NIH logo over a white background. Text, Network of the National Library of Medicine.